Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but how we're going to fix it together. And the content that we're going to discuss today is literally, it took less than one business day for the Oregon constitutionality gun control measure to be appealed. Less than one business day. That's what we're going to break down. Everything will be linked in the description box below. And I think this bodes extremely well for not only this lawsuit, but also what it means for us going forward in the Second Amendment community. Now, of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. We would love to have you help dispense freedom twice daily. And thank you in advance for that consideration. All right, my brothers and sisters, as I mentioned in our introduction a second ago, make sure you send this one out because for some reason, the YouTube algorithm, I'm sure by complete mistake and no malfeasance whatsoever, doesn't seem to be distributing the videos that much recently. Just saying, and while you're at it, make sure that subscription is still on because oddly enough, some people are saying it isn't. Anyway, let's keep going. Check this out. This is the breaking news. Gun rights groups file notice to appeal federal judge's ruling upholding Oregon's gun control measure 114. This is breaking as of about 4 hours ago from the filming of this video. So what we're dealing with, like I said, this took one business day before they caught an appeal. Let's keep going. Lawyers for gun rights groups who challenged Oregon's gun control measure 114 in federal court on Monday filed a notice of their plans to appeal a federal judge's ruling that upheld the voter-approved gun regulations as constitutional. So they're straight up saying we're coming for it. The ruling was that bad. It's that egregious. It's that prime for an overturn at a higher court, of which the Oregon state will appeal again. Hashtag SCOTUS bound. Let's keep going. Let me show you some of the things that they're saying because this is where the fight's at right here. The notice was filed the first business day after U.S. District Judge Karen J. Immergut issued her 122-page opinion that upheld the state's ban on the sale and manufacture of magazines that hold more than 10 rounds of ammunition and the requirement to obtain a permit to purchase a gun. That whole required to have a permit to purchase a gun thing. See, we're going to go through it in a second, but you've got to actually pay a fee and a fine to have a permit to have a constitutional right. Good luck. That's why this ruling from Immergut is so egregious. Not only is it full of errors and just daft stupidity, you've also got things as simple as that. Imagine asking for a fee or a fine or a poll tax. Yeah, it's a right. This is not an option. This is a right. It's important to understand. But for some reason, these lefties just don't get it. They want their gun control. They've got to determine outcome. Now they just got to figure out a way to get a judge to do it, i.e. Immergut right here. But I don't want to get down that. Let me show you what they're actually saying in this lawsuit or appeal. Attorney James L. Let's say Bucall, let's just say that, filed the appeal notice in U.S. District Court in Portland on behalf of the Firearms Policy Coalition, the Second Amendment Foundation, as well as 2 federally licensed firearm dealers and a professional shooter. The appeal was anticipated as the measure remains on hold, stemming from a separate challenge before a Harney Court judge or county judge. That's the thing. This isn't even implemented. This judge just wanted to get the bona fides and do what the leftist Oregon DOJ wanted to do. That's what you're talking about. This is a leftist judge. But notice the big guns that are coming out here. FPC, Second Amendment Foundation, those 2 groups haven't exactly played around recently when they've been in court. I'm liking where this is going. But let's continue. Make sure you share this out because this is the next punchback to the infringements. The judge also evaluated the new permit to purchase requirement based on the text of the measure, not on how the new requirement will be applied in practice. On its face, she found it does not violate the Second Amendment because it contains, quote, the kind of narrow objective criteria endorsed by the U.S. Supreme Court. And if you missed my other videos on this, what she said was, the Bruen decision allows states to do shall issue permitting for concealed carry licenses. So what she said was, well, since Bruen allows concealed carry regimes and shall issue, then the state is just going to have a shall issue permitting system and a permit to own a gun. She twisted Bruen in a way that it was not worded at all in order to get her leftist bona fides. That's the whole point in the disgusting nature of this decision. The twisting was intense. As I said in my prior video, the mental gymnastics. But now, let's hear what the left is having to say about this glorious victory for the cause. The chief petitioners said they look forward to the measure being enacted, quote, in the near future. Marilyn Keller, one of the chief petitioners, cheered the ruling, quote, let's get a load of this. The arc of the moral universe is bending towards justice. It's time for the balance scales of Lady Justice to be leveled. Yeah, that's what's been happening over the last 2 years from your infringements upon the Second Amendment rights of an entire population. The balancing is happening. It's just not happening in the way that you want. And what did she say? The arc of moral universe is bending towards justice? Wow. And that's what I've got for you guys. So let me know what you think in the comments field below. Like I said, send this one out and help that crippling YouTube algorithm. And I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.